So there's this element in yourself that you need to figure out, because it's absolutely going to help you out in life as well as acting, as well as anything that you're trying to create. And that is how to find your own talent. What does it mean to find your own talent? What does this possibly mean? How can anybody answer this question? Well, there's definitely answers. And I have seen over 30,000 acting exercises. So I have absolutely seen top people in this industry finding their talent in a consistent manner. So they're able to actually mine and find the parts of themselves that actually get activated to be able to put into their work, right? You're going to find your talent. There is definitely some different parts to be able to find your talent. One of them that's way overlooked is introspection. What does introspection mean? Now look, I teach actors how to do acting training, and teaching creatives how to do creative training is vital, because just like an actor is encouraged to have an acting journal, a creator needs to have a creation journal. What do you put in your creation journal? Well, you put in things that matter to you, things that you start to notice about yourself. Maybe it really bothers you if somebody makes a wrong cup of coffee. Maybe that's something that sparks something kind of internal. There's an upset that happens in you. That's something to write down in your creator journal. This is something to work in your acting journal. You may not even know why you had that sort of emotional response, or why you had that thought of like, the coffee wasn't made right. Well, then discover it. Work on it. Put that down as an element of something that you can actually work on to be able to use for later. You might have a phone call with somebody, and all of a sudden you find out one thing or another thing about somebody, or you're thinking that you might know something but you're not sure. Then write that down. What's the part of that that's the activation? What is the element of you that's capable of saying, what is that element about? There are these programs that I use, and I use these programs to do these things like cartoons, to be able to accentuate, to absolutely amplify the emotions that I go through. And when I go through emotions, first of all, I absolutely emotionally prepare, sometimes even before the videos, because I love emotional preparation. I love to be able to get myself upset about one thing, get myself upset about another, and then put that into some imaginary work. And these cartoons, there's links in the descriptions below, and they can amplify those expressions that you can learn to be able to get with your talent. Okay, so feel free, use those links. These are the things, and start to be able to have these introspections. Now look, I studied so much, and I would always have my notebooks with me, and people would look at me, famous people to non-famous people, they would just go, they didn't know what to think. I'm telling you right now, it's becoming a lot more popular than it was back in the day, in the last 20 years, to be able to actually have notebooks. So you can carry around a notebook very, very nicely these days, and not anyone's going to bother you about it. And every single time you notice something that's some sort of reaction that you have to something, or some sort of emotional thing, or you notice something about something that's interesting to you, you write that down in your creative journal, and you write that down in your acting journal. And what you end up doing is you start getting these points of activation. Why do you need points of activation, right? This is the next question. Well, you need to be able to find what matters to you, and then learn techniques that actually are capable of activating that talent in you. That's right. Those moments that you write down that are your emotional highlights, are your abilities to be able to then later reactivate, and then be able to use that in your video productions, or in your acting, or whatever creative element that you want to work on. You work with those things, and you isolate that ability to reactivate that emotional component. And then you're working on a very, very solid level that is a part of what actors do every single day, called emotional preparation. There are links in that description that you could actually use to improve your acting. It can help you to improve your creativity. So there are independent activities, there are reasons at the door, there's lists of programs, there's lists of emotions, there's programs that you can do, and there's also ways that you can actually contact me for private coaching. So listen, please do yourself a favor and check that out. Right down there in the description box. Thanks very much. Now, emotional preparation is when you go even deeper with these components and you really go and you really start to explore. What I'm asking you to do, and what I think is a great idea for you, is you work on just finding that initial bits of talent. And you work on those bits of talent so that you work with your introspection. And your introspection will give you a list of what actually is able to be things in your life that you can activate. Now, actor preparation is a wide topic. There are several different techniques to be able to use to activate your preparation as an actor or a creator. So what you can do is you can use that list, of course, and then you can also add to that list research. So you go out and you research, what are other people's reactions for bad coffee? What are other people's reactions? And you can replace bad coffee with other topics, right? Whatever your topic is. What are other people's reactions to this? How does this other element work? Do their reactions catalyst or expand your own reaction? If so, write it down. Write those things down. It's key. See, you can find your talent in every single day life if you just look for it. You can find those moments where somebody has an epiphany, or they have some excitement, or they have some sort of strong feeling. These are the things that you really want to look for and you want to be able to get into your art. Hi, I'm inviting you to actually join me live on the internet. And if you would, you can bring your own emotional preparation. We can work on emotional preparation together, and we can really hone down and help build out that talent within inside of you. Now, even if all it is you want to just bring an emotional preparation, do a spoon river, I don't mind. Come, join us, and absolutely practice the talent of your own acting. Now look, if you're interested in studying with me emotional preparation that actors actually use and applying those techniques to actually be able to do creative work, videos, or whatever the case is, work with me and find my information on my website, and you can then link up and be able to find emotional preparations and find lists of ideas and emotions and activities that you can then start to do to be able to work, to be able to expand your own talent. This is key. You want to be able to constantly work, constantly study, constantly mine your own talent. And you're capable of doing this. We're about to enter into this incredible creative range for the next couple decades, and it's going to be a wild time for people that are creators. There's so much opportunity right now in the whole creative field, and your ability to be able to have simple, usable, workable techniques to be able to mine and find your talent is going to be absolutely key. And I have seen many people, I mean thousands of people working with techniques only within the film industry, and only with, well, not only, but I would say with music industry, film industry, creative energies, you know. And now there's an element now that's going to be happening with the internet. So you can be clear and absolutely incredible in being able to find techniques and work to be able to find your own talent, to be able to access your talent at will, at your ability. You gain the ability, you can gain the actual skill of finding your own talent. It's fantastic. So listen, boop the like button if you would, and join me, find me, work with me, study my videos, learn these techniques. And most importantly, you want to learn and find and discover your own techniques. I cover so much material, and you can absolutely find the techniques that actually work for you. Okay, so I teach people how to get upset. I have a lot of fun teaching people how to literally, purposefully upset themselves. Actually waking their own activations up so that they're emotionally activated. There's something that they can get upset about within a ballpark of emotion. But the key, the absolute key, is I don't want you to carry around that stuff in your life. That's what's called acting baggage. You want to be able to learn a technique. I have to be able to tell you that it would be a disservice for me to teach you all of these incredible techniques on how to access yourself as an artist without reminding you very nicely that you don't need your acting baggage in life. So feel free. Work on processes where you have a release time after you're doing your acting. And what this will do is it will actually amplify your work because it will give your acting muscles the break that they need in order to get the rest that they need so that your work will be even stronger. Okay? Thanks very much.